I'll blow your head off. Cop's 16-punch beating caught on dash cam. Get out the car or I'll blow your head off. The words explode from a police officer's mouth as his gun presses against 57-year-old Floyd Dent's temple, before the seatbelt even unbuckles. In the next 43 seconds of chilling dash cam footage, a routine traffic stop in Inkster, Michigan, turns into a nightmare of brutality. 16 closed-fist punches rain down on a defenseless black grandfather's head. A chokehold crushes his windpipe until he goes limp, and blood stains the January snow a violent red. This is the shocking true crime story of William Melendez, the veteran cop nicknamed RoboCop, and Dirty Harry, whose badge became a weapon of terror. Was this justice, or a racist rage unleashed under the color of law? Stay until the end. The judge's fiery condemnation and the systemic fallout will leave you speechless. William Melendez. The Dirty Harry assault in Inkster snow blankets Inkster Road on the night of January 28, 2015. Floyd Dent, a 57-year-old black man, married for 35 years, a dedicated Ford Motor Company employee for 37 years, and a respected church deacon in his community, is driving home in his silver Cadillac after picking up orange juice from a local store. He rolls through a stop sign, a minor traffic violation worth a $135 ticket. Officer William Melendez, a 19-year veteran of the Inkster Police Department with a long history of citizen complaints, flips on his lights and initiates the stop. What unfolds next is captured in excruciating detail by the patrol car's dash camera. Melendez leaps from his cruiser with his service weapon already drawn, screaming at Dent to exit the vehicle. Before Dent can fully comply, the officer's gun is pressed to his head, and the threat rings out. Get out the car or I'll blow your head off. Dent, hands visible and empty, raises them in surrender, pleading, "Yes, sir." But compliance offers no protection. Melendez's partner yanks Dent from the driver's seat and slams him face first into the frozen ground. Within seconds, Melendez drops a knee into Dent's back, wraps his arm around the man's throat in a chokehold, and begins unleashing a barrage of 16 closed fist punches to Dent's head. Each blow lands with a sickening thud, splitting open his scalp, spraying blood across the snow, and turning the quiet suburban street into a scene of horror. Dent's body goes limp. He loses consciousness under the assault. Only after he is motionless and bleeding do backup officers arrive, 5 more piling on to cuff the unconscious man. A taser is deployed after Dent is already restrained, adding insult to catastrophic injury. Inside the police cruiser, Dent, now barely recognizable, one eye swollen shut, face covered in blood, gasps for air, whispering, "I can't breathe. I didn't do nothing." Officers charge him with resisting arrest and possession of cocaine, claiming a small amount was found in his vehicle. But the dashcam footage tells a far different story. When Dent's attorney subpoenas the video, the Inkster Police Department refuses to release it until a federal judge intervenes and forces its disclosure. The footage explodes across local and national news, igniting protests and public outrage. Within 48 hours, the cocaine charge is dropped entirely. Lab tests confirm 0 drugs in Dent's system or vehicle. The evidence, it seems, was either planted or fabricated. Arrested and stripped of his badge, Melendez is charged with 2 felonies: misconduct in office under Michigan, Comp Laws, Section 750.505, and assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder under Michigan, Comp Laws, Section 750.84. His trial begins in October 2015 in Wayne County Circuit Court before Judge Vonda R. Evans. Floyd Dent takes the stand, his voice trembling as he recounts the terror. He said, "Get out. I blow your head off." I said, "Yes, sir." Then, boom, boom, boom. I thought I was gonna die right there in the snow. He describes the lasting trauma that haunts him daily. "I can't remember my grandbabies' names no more. Takes me 15 minutes to recall what somebody just told me. Every time I hear a siren, I panic, like I'm back on that ground." Prosecutors present the dashcam video in slow motion, frame by frame, proving Dent's hands were raised in surrender when the first punch landed. There was no resistance, no threat, no justification. The jury deliberates for just 87 minutes before delivering their verdict. Guilty on both counts. At sentencing on January 22, 2016, Judge Vonda R. Evans unleashes a scathing rebuke that echoes through the courtroom. You utilized your Dirty Harry tactics and used excessive force to arrest him. You betrayed your city. You caused your lovely wife heartache, and you caused Mr. Dent severe anguish. This was not law enforcement. This was assault with a badge. Melendez, standing before the bench with a cracked voice, offers a hollow apology. To Mr. Dent and his family, I am truly sorry. That was not my intention. But the judge is unmoved. She sentences him to 13 months to 10 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections, revokes his pension, and imposes a lifetime ban from law enforcement. In 2017, Dent wins a $1.3 million civil settlement from the city of Inkster, a financial acknowledgement of the devastation wrought in under a minute. Melendez serves exactly 13 months at Parnell Correctional Facility and is released in 2017. Now 57 years old, he lives in obscurity in Metro Detroit, his career and reputation in ruins. The case, extensively covered by the Detroit Free Press, MLIVE, and national outlets, triggers sweeping reforms. The Inkster Police Department disbands its narcotics unit, and Michigan passes Public Act 85 of 2017, mandating body cameras for all officers statewide. Dent uses his settlement to establish Floyd's Place, a youth community center in Inkster, dedicated to mentoring at-risk kids and preventing the cycle of violence. But for Dent, the scars run deeper than policy changes. He never drives again. Every police siren triggers a flashback. Every mirror reflects the face that took 16 punches in 43 seconds. William Melendez swore an oath to protect and serve, but on a snowy night in Inkster, he became the predator. From the gun pressed to Floyd Dent's head, to the 16 punches that stole his sense of safety, to the courtroom where a judge declared his actions a betrayal of everything law enforcement stands for, this case lays bare a terrifying truth. When power goes unchecked, a badge can become a weapon. Dent's blood on the snow sparked a movement for accountability, but his pain is a reminder that justice delayed is still justice denied. How many more Dirty Harry moments went unrecorded? How do we rebuild trust when the system fails the very people it's meant to protect? If you or someone you know has faced police misconduct, call 1-800-THE-LAW-2 for legal help, or report anonymously to http://tips.fbi.gov. For emotional support, dial 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more true crime stories that demand change, and stand with us as we shine a light on the shadows behind the shield.